Hey, good morning everybody. Thanks for tuning in to Concrete with the Hosses. I'm up here at the garage working on my truck today. I got 2 skid loaders done. I got 1 excavator done. I got the power buggies all serviced, ready to go. So now I wanted to get my truck in here. And a couple of things on this one. This is our junk truck. Everything that nobody wants gets put in this truck. It's like the junk drawer in the kitchen. So I'm going to go ahead and clean this all out, and I'm going to get it organized. And then I'm going to go over our tool choices of what we put in our trucks, what we use every day. It might have to go into 2 videos. It'll probably get kind of lengthy. We're going to do just basic tools that you need to do the simplest jobs. And then we'll go into the more specialty tools that you need to do and to help complete the projects a little bit easier, a little bit quicker, more professional. So stay tuned, hope you like it. First couple minutes, just cleaning this garbage truck out. Stay tuned. So here's what the back looks like. I was looking for that. So you can see it just gets put in there. I'm guilty of it, not just my employees. I'm guilty too. You know, just things get broken and they get thrown in the truck and forgotten about. So this all gets cleaned out, and I'm going to show you how I'm going to help prevent this again. In my toolboxes up here, I made this shelf, and I thought this was a pretty cool idea. As my door opens, my tool belt's right there. Everything else gets piled in there. No good, but it happens. But this didn't turn out as good as I wanted. It turns into another little junk collector. So it just needs dealt with. So I'll get this all cleaned out and we'll talk in a little bit. So I got all the debris out of there. I just need to sweep this out of that big pile of junk in the back. This is really all that I want to keep right here. A couple sledgehammers, a mattock, some pins, a cone, some joint clips. That's really about it, and a sprayer that I found buried at the very front. The rest of it was pretty much all garbage. Okay, just welded these little brackets on. Let them come down. Now I don't just want to bolt this underneath there because it'll just rust right away. Just a quick coat of primer. So I just flip this up on the table. You can see how the weld burnt through the paint. So I just go ahead and touch that up before I put it in the truck. Okay, I try and set up all the trucks the same. On the passenger side, I like all the concrete tools. On the driver's side, I like all the carpentry tools. So let's take a look in these boxes and see how we finished out this year. Okay, Absolutely nothing to do with finishing concrete. An old boot, a pile of rusty nails, sort of a set of headphones. The only thing good in here is some wire tie. So this all gets cleaned out. A hard hat full of dirt, a couple of bar clamps. You can see just nothing. A couple floats, a framing square, and a broom. No organization. Okay, this one. This is my power inverter. This box is a little bit better. I have my nails, a drill, just because it doesn't fit on the other side. And then these we got to try, and I actually kind of like them. They're really good. Needs charged. From Lively Tools. They wanted us to demo those, and I wasn't too impressed with them in the beginning, but I've used them all summer and they're holding up pretty well. So this just needs all put back together. Let's take a look at the other side. Okay, we're on the driver's side, the carpentry side. Laser, cordless drill, hammer drill. I put these hooks in here to hang stuff up, but it bounces and falls off, or we just don't hang it up, one or the other. Not too bad, just needs cleaned and organized. Like, we got these styrofoam blocks that just got thrown in there. Who knows why? Because they wouldn't fit in the back of the truck. Romex wire, just needs cleaned out. Headphone case, I guess, with no headphones. And I already showed you my box, just needs cleaned out. So I'm going to go ahead and hit each compartment and we'll get it put back together. This is almost dry here. Still a little sticky. So what this is, and you'll see it in a minute, this is going to go right in this corner right here. We're going to make a little compartment here where I can slide shovels, rakes, picks, sledgehammers, and then we can still put a wheelbarrow on top of that. We can put a tamper. I made it out of 3/16, so we can walk on that, it won't bend. So that's what I'm trying to accomplish here. Creating a cavity right here where I can put my rakes, my shovels, anything long that I need to get in and out every day. I can close the tailgate. This is still below the tailgate, as well as I have my safety chain hanging up so nothing's going to slide out. If I need to, I can tie it down as well. Anything long can go beside it. A wheelbarrow can sit on top of here. A tamper, a jackhammer. It's really strong. And then plenty of room up there for all that junk debris that you saw me take out of here, because you do need some of that. You just don't need that much of it. So I'm going to go ahead and throw a couple of bolts in here and get that attached. How funny is this? I get talking on the camera and not thinking about what I'm doing. I welded this on upside down. I should have had the holes here. I did the one back there correctly. I'm such an idiot. So I just have to drill all the way through that, through the box. Right there. That should be down here. Oh well. I just made it harder on myself. Okay, let's get drilling some holes. So I have one bolt in. Now I can go ahead and drill the next 3 holes, but I wanted to get it attached before I drilled all the holes, just to keep it all lined up. So I just used a 3/8 nut and bolt, and I put a lock washer on this side. Just making sure. Yeah, it looks like we'll be right under this tray, no problem. So that's what I'm looking for in the back of this truck. I can get my chairs piled up right here, some longer pins. Everything is very accessible. Wheelbarrow sits real nice on that. And it won't take long, and we'll have debris piled up there. Steps, 2x4 blocking, all the miscellaneous can go up there. What I did here, I held this ahead far enough that I can fit 5-gallon gas cans right here, and they won't slide around. I'll still be able to close the tailgate. I can fit a 5-gallon pail of sealer, liquid release, so forth. So it's easy to grab right here. Next, I got to figure out where to put my sprayer. Okay, out of those 3 side boxes, that is all the good stuff I got out of there. Everything else was just clutter and garbage. I was thinking about putting my sprayers in here. We usually have 2 or 3 of them, so they would line up. I just raised this shelf all the way up top. We could fit something small in there. I could do away with this shelf, or I have it, so I think I'll just leave it up there. 2 sprayers, a bucket of surface retarder, a bucket of sealer. I think that's what I'm going to put in this box. I just cleaned these out real good. I'm letting them dry out. Finishing tools go in here in the middle box, and then my cordless and power station all goes in here. So I'm going to let these dry out real good, and we'll get those put back together. Okay, I got all the boxes cleaned out. I hosed them all out. I'll just let them dry real good. Hard part's over. All the good stuff that I want is right here. I got 2 garbage can fulls of just garbage. They were all cluttered in the toolboxes. And that's pretty heavy too. So if nothing else, I'll get some better fuel mileage going down the highway. So I think I'm going to go home and get some dry clothes on, and we'll let this dry up real good, and we'll pick it up here in a little bit later today. Okay, everybody, I just got back from Bond Tool Company, local distributor down the street that we deal with all the time. And 3 different items I picked up there today are 6-inch edgers, 1/2-inch radius edger, 6-inch wide finish mark. This leaves on our driveways and sidewalks. Stainless steel. That way when they sit in the truck, they don't rust. If you get the, I think they call blue steel, if you don't use them, you know, like every 2 or 3 days, then you'll start to see rust forming on them. So I like to go with the stainless, as well as the 4-inch edger. We use these on our garage sills. Same thing, 4-inch radius. If we would do a 3-foot wide sidewalk with a finish edge mark, you'd probably want to use the 4-inch rather than the 6, and give you a little bit more broomed area to walk on, and wouldn't be so slippery on the edge. Lastly, we have our joiners. You can get these in bronze or brass. I like them when we can get them in stainless. They last so much longer, and whenever you're leaving a finished edge mark on your joints, this just leaves you the perfect finished mark.
So if you can, I highly recommend stainless steel. So we have 3 different colors trucks. Tommy drives a red one. I drive a white truck, red roof racks. Steven drives a white truck, yellow roof racks. So my paint, my color of tools is white. Steven's will be yellow to match his roof racks. Tommy's, of course, is red. And then that way, it just helps us get the tools divided up into the proper truck. End of the week, everything gets jammed in a toolbox. You open it up Monday morning and you got 16 edgers in one truck and 0 in mine when I'm off working by myself and need an edger. So this just helps us. It's always a struggle. It helps us keep them a little bit more color coded. So I paint my stuff all white and not just a little dot. I paint everything. So make sure you're going to keep the tool because there's no returning it now, but who returns tools? And I also pick nice bright colors. If this is laying in the dirt, any of our tools laying in dirt, red, yellow, white, it's real easy to see. I wouldn't paint them, brown or black. Even green, laying in the yard, you're not going to see that. So if you're a new guy working here, it's pretty simple to tell where the tools go. So speaking of that, we are looking for some new help. We have all these trucks, all these new tools, lots of work coming up. If you've seen our videos and you think you want to try it, you think you fit in, give the office a call, shoot us an email. We can go over some details. But I'd really like to hire 2 or 3 guys for this season and add to our crew. Young or old, I don't care. Experience or no experience. Absolutely no experience, don't worry about it. Just show up with a good attitude and we will train you. So let these dry and start putting them in the trucks. So my main toolbox all straightened up. My nails, boots, everything I can see. All my tools are nice, visible where I can see them. Wrenches, screwdrivers, my belt, nothing else in here. Knee pads, sunscreen, extra tapes, just stuff that I need every day that I can see. No clutter. So I even have room for some new tools that I can put in here. And this one is completely empty. I got 2 garbage cans of junk out of here. The back of the truck, once we get some lumber in there, now that wheelbarrow is going to slide around. No problem. It'll go down in front of that right now, but as soon as we get some debris, it's not going anywhere. Sprayers are inside here now, nice and protected. My finished toolbox, all my finishing tools in here. And we have 3 trucks. This is only the extra stuff when I'm by myself. And then my electrical box, power inverter, chargers, cordless tools, laser, rebar cutters, cordless drill, saw. My lumber tie-downs I use, I have these big boat winches that I made a bracket on these. I have my emergency strobe lights. So we can really crank the lumber tight. No bungee cords on that. DOT wouldn't like it. Strobe light, tied on strap. Key points to tie machinery or equipment to.
This is where I keep my zip strip, in that compartment. Straight edges, long bowl float handles and broom handles. And then I made this last year. I couldn't figure out where to put the bowl float. So this little lever and the bowl float slides in and out real easy. The handles slide in and out real easy right here. So that keeps everything up nice and clean where you can see it. Strobe lights, reflective tape. Just trying to be good and safe going down the road. And that is most important, keeping everything nice and secure. Now everything is underneath there, away from flying out of the truck when we're going down the road. So while I have the truck in here, I'll go ahead and back it up, and I'm going to do the oil and air filter on it, and then I'll give it a quick cleaning and get it out of here. On to the next thing. So thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in to Conquer with the Hosses. Hope you found this video enjoyable. Send me whatever you want. I like to see how other guys are doing it, and if I should be changing something, or if you like what I'm doing. So keep those comments coming in, and let's turn it into a little competition thing. That'd be fun. See you on the next one.